style, always been a foul child.
Paddock Radio live. My name is Triple F. It has been a whole week since I got the chat with you guys last. Because the computer just completely crashed last week. I don't really know what the deal was, but it just decided that it didn't want to work. Hopefully this week we're doing a little bit better. People keep telling me that my microphone level is really low, but if it gets up high it starts peaking and then it starts going all sorts of crunchy. So we're just going to mess around with it a little bit and see if we can't fix that for you. Unfortunately, you can also hear the drum and bass banging out of my laptop in the background. What are you up to today? It's all weird and grey and stinky and lame outside. This beautiful tune is Fell Child Funk by Grace Sound and Altier Rolo. Absolutely huge tune. And in the background, of course, you can hear the fridge game.
Been a foul child.
That is Foul Child Funk. Tune's called, the tune's called Foul Child Funk. It's by Grey Sound and Aotearoa. Massive tune that was sent through to us last week. My name is Triple F. You are listening once again to Paddock Radio, live to air from Takaka in the South Island of New Zealand. And it's a bit of a crazy week, actually. Last week, we tried to go live from the bar, and it just did not work. Everything went crashy and blue screen. So I want to say a big sorry to everybody who tried to tune in last week, and they were let down horribly by Paddock Radio. And I really just want to apologize to these people who, for some strange reason of their own, decided to trust Paddock Radio and what we were doing. You shouldn't do that. Paddock Radio is more of an art project. This is what happens. Paddock Radio is a very good example of why you shouldn't trust media and why you shouldn't just take what you've seen on on video, online, take what you're listening to, and make up your own mind about it. Because just because some crazy idiot has got a webcam and a microphone, it doesn't mean that you should take everything that they say seriously. And just because you've read it online, on the internet, on your phone, on your Facebook feed, doesn't necessarily mean that you should understand what they're trying to tell you about. Anyway, this has come up this week because, of course, Kiwi Burn has just released their new theme, and we decided to poke the bear. We threw a gigantic bee's nest on the end of a pitchfork into our Facebook feed, and then we disappeared. That's what we do. So if you've been hanging out on the stream watching all of that fall apart around you, then give us a message. Here's another one by Grey Sound. The tune's called Sax Roller. You're listening to... My name's Triple F. This is Paddock Radio, live to air every Sunday, or whenever we can be bothered, really. So make sure you give us your emails. We want to play your music. Now, Paddock Radio plays 100% listener-submitted music, so we don't steal any of it. We used to. We don't anymore. I only play stuff that you've sent me in. So if you get something to me in the next 2 or 3 hours, depending on when we get kicked out of here, I'll play your music. We are currently streaming live to so many different places. Big shout outs to everybody who's hitting us up on the stream. Hey Moni, hi to Corey, good hanging out with you at Apple Madness, and all the other people over in Mott as well. Apple Madness was huge. I think I got a little bit twisty there. I didn't end up getting home until about 5:30 in the morning, which is, that's pretty good quality for a gig in the middle of nowhere in a little community hall out the back of Motueka. We got some more drum and bass coming up, and we got some Cheshire Grim as well. Give me your emails, paddockradiolive@gmail.com, or you can go check out our website, paddockradio.tk. That's going to show you all the places that we stream from. Now, if you're watching us on Facebook right now, go pick one of our other channels, because Facebook always gets cut off. We're streaming live right now on Twitch, and we're also streaming live on YouTube as well. You can find both of those, well, all of those on our blog, paddockradio.tk. TK. This is Sex Roller by Grey Sound. I'm Triple F. You're listening to Paddock Radio. That was a massive tune. Actually, I want to talk about this one just for a minute before I play it, because this is an epic track. That last one was Grey Sound. I think that was Sax. Oh, I've deleted it now because I've just closed it. Massive tune. Anyway, this got emailed to us, and this is one of my close friends, Miss Lily Wildflower. Beautiful tune. If you're tuned in online at the moment, you can get along to paddock.radio.tk and you can send us a message there. There's all sorts of ways you can get hold of us. You can send me an email, that's paddock.radiolive@gmail.com, or you can also get along to our paddock.radio.tk page. Now, we've got a Discord that's just been hooked up, so I'm going to put the link on our Facebook page and also on our, what's it called, thingy? Website crap, and so you could be able to get along to our Discord and jump on the live chat with us there. That's if you don't like using Facebook and that sort of thing. If you don't like using YouTube or any of that crap, you can get along to our Discord. I'm going to put it up live right now, and we're also trying to figure out how to get Signal working. If you like hanging out and doing sneaky things on your internet and you don't want anybody to know about it, then we've got a Signal coming up very shortly, and we're also working on getting Telegram done as well. What's your favourite message platform? And we'll just try and accommodate you, because to be perfectly honest, we're trying to move away from Facebook. They're crushing a lot of what we're doing, and I only really keep the Facebook stream up for those of you who haven't moved away from it yet, but we are leaning very heavily on our Twitch and our YouTube channels. So YouTube channel needs 100 subscribers. We still need 40 more, so if you haven't got into there yet, get along to paddock.radio.tk, and you can find our YouTube channel on the links there, as long as a big blog of everybody that we play on the station. Now, we need a couple of people to push this. Just tell your mates. We want to play more original music. In fact, we want to play 100% original user-submitted content by 2020. So by this time next year, in fact, at the moment, we only play stuff that's been emailed to us by you, basically. So if you've got a track sitting there, even if you made it ages ago, give us a message. This is Lily Wildflower. The tune is called Pirates. It's off her Ashes EP, and it's just beautiful. Thanks for sending it in, Lily.
You've been my lip and tightened your grip, the chorus and bass, your touch is my resting place. In the morning you looked at me with a blink of an eye, got a kiss on the cheek. Peek out in the day, look, speak when I see him bed with you all week. But I'm sitting in the kitchen with my white t-shirt on. I'm addicted to you like coffee, oh so strong. You've been my lip and tightened your grip, the chorus and bass, your touch is my resting place. Baby, please, can we just wait, working together so that we need each other one more fight, don't wanna suffer no more. Maybe play like pirates and sail like sailors, if we're quiet, the neighbors hate us, baby, now I can't blame you. These words so I have to shape us. I'm sitting in the kitchen with my white t-shirt on, addicted to you like coffee, oh so strong. You've been my tightened your grip, the chorus and bass, your touch is my resting place. Baby, please, can we just be working together so that we need each other? yourself and no more. Baby, please, can we just be working together, instead of hurting each other? Oh, move forward. Tell yourself and no more, no more, no more.
It's so pretty, the computer just wants to keep replaying it. That's Lily Wildflower Chinks called Pirates. It's got like 2 minutes of silence at the end of it. So I never know if it's just one of those weird Tool songs where it just finishes, or it just keeps rolling for about a minute and a half. But that's how it got sent to us, and far be it from me to go and mess with somebody's creativity. So that's how we played it. My name is Triple F. You are listening to Paddock Radio. Now, Paddock Radio is a radio station that broadcasts from New Zealand, and we broadcast to places all over the world. At the moment, we're simulcasting live to Shouting Fire, which is the International Burning Man Radio Network. Big shout-outs to those guys. They've just been going live from Africa Burn all week, and next week they're going live from Modifier in Texas, I believe. I've always wanted to go there because Modifier is like super Mad Max. Apparently everything gets real hectic and people drive around on dangerous shit and drink a lot of booze and climb scaffolding without any sort of safety line or anything like that. So it sounds like a bit of me. It sounds like a bit of you, all the craziness and everything. Send me a message. You can drop a message on any of the comment boxes next to our video, and it'll just pop up on the stream, and we can say g'day to you. Big shout-outs once again to Corey from Pants Off. Had an epic weekend out there in Motueka, jumping around with these guys at the Apple Madness party, the Apple Harvest. I'll tell you, there was a lot of madness going on at this Apple party. I wasn't really sure what to expect, and I turned up at this gig and was sort of like, I don't all have that much cash. I think I'll just sort of hang out and, drink water and sort of be, in the background there. And, well, it didn't end up happening. What did end up happening is that I ate an amount of cardboard and started seeing some pretty colours. And then I had to crawl my ass back here from Motueka to do my show. So that was just a blur. Pretty much lost a whole weekend on that one. And I ended up talking to a whole bunch of really, really cool cats who ran a whole bunch of really, really cool bands. And I can't remember who any of them were, so none of them have emailed me so far, I don't think. So if you are out there, and we did meet the other weekend, and you recognise this whole pile, then please give me an email, paddockRadiolive@gmail.com. I want to play your tunes, and we want to play them today, so give me a buzz. Oh, also Paddock Radio Facebook page seems to think it's my birthday. Yay. Isn't that nice? No, I was born in December. It was actually Bob Marley's birthday yesterday. May the 11th of May, I think. Because it just goes to show, don't believe everything you read on Paddock Radio. Don't believe anything that we tell you. Because most of the time it's made up on the spot, and if you don't know that already, then geez, you've had a bit of a whirlwind couple of weeks, haven't you? If you're hanging out on this page, you must see all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, you can just go through our trolling page, We said that council were going to dig a tunnel to Christchurch from Tākaka, so yeah, use a little bit of objectivity there. What are we going to play? Well, we're going to fire up something and see what takes me. We've got some Puku Bell. We've got a new one here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's play some of these guys. The Rumba for Lisa Simpson.
Mark, give me back my saxophone! I'm the Lizard Queen.
That's Manos Lindas, all the way from the Bay Area. Another one of those emailed tracks that been sent in from all around the damn world. If you've got a tune that we need to be playing, give us an email, paddockradiolive@gmail.com. We only play music that's been sent to us by you. We don't steal it anymore. We used to. Paddock Radio was a pirate station, and it's actually run most of the time on solar power. But every once a week we come up here to Front Seat Cafe, who are really cool, and let us broadcast and take over their ping pong table. Otherwise, we pretty much just hang out in the truck, smoking doobies and broadcasting to FM where nobody cares. The reason we broadcast live to the internet is because we can get a lot more different places from where we are. So if you're tuned in today, we're streaming live to the International Burning Man Radio Network in the States. We're also live on every different streaming platform that we have. Get along, check out paddockradio.tk. My name's Josh Triple F. We're going to roll a couple of tracks as well today. This is Mangle and Gruff from the Keg Room recordings. The tune's called Praying Mantis.
Won't catch this.
huge track that's mangling graph tunes called Praying Mantis. It's a new one from Raw Daisy featuring Pete
I'm a writer,
Fox.
so I drink too much. And I admit that I think too much about how ambition on the wax doesn't equate to being straight with your stacks. Only because I see your love get repressed when the dreams deferred in a struggle to pay debts. Rest assured you needed more, not less. We're going to war with an army trying to stretch the truth, and it's best you do your part, my ninja. Go and create from the heart, not ninja. Enter, then walk a great man's path. Don't aspire to acquire what a great man has. You should be you, cause you're iller than the fad. Whether you're too smooth or harsh like a pillow pad. Pete Flux, Mr. More bars than the Iliad. Reporting live from the A, stay built to last.
The first half trying to make them, the second trying to break them. The past it waits around. If nothing is forgotten, then why is nothing changing? Habits rearranging, taking on disguises in the light we shine the brightest in the light.
I guess nothing ever changes. It's lovely and painless. Still I'm pummeling my brain till I'm stuck up in your maze for your solid entertainment. It's all looking very digital, pixelated patterns, sell dreams of a mineral. I keep retreating from the sepia cynical, take a peek at the pitiful, they're too far gone. I guess it's better to be brain dead these days. Too much data in a basehead screenplay, getting baked to remain in a peace state. These daily interventions are a strain on my pea brain. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. I don't be the one collecting the moss, nope.
The first half trying to make them, the second trying to break them. The past it waits around. If nothing is forgotten, then why is nothing changing? Habits rearranging, taking on disguises in the light we shine the brightest in the light.
That's a weird one. That's by Orali Donisi. Tune is called Kuli BC. This is music that's been sent to us from Poland. It's got emailed directly in. So if I get your names wrong, then I'm sort of sorry, but I don't really care all that much. No, I'm kidding. This is Paddock Radio. You're listening live to air. We're tuned in from America. So big shout outs to all of the Burning Man people hanging out on the stream today. And of course we're live to air on Twitch, we're on Twitter, and we're on YouTube as well. Get along to paddockradio.tk. This is a brand new tune that's just got emailed to us. It's by somebody called Orphan Snooze. The tune's called Just For My Homies. And there's another one coming up behind there from Soul Kitchen. Big shout outs to you guys. Hey Ash, hey Karen.
On this microphone and speak to him, my words will be registered directly on his.
My homie, he's always got my back. I'ma put you on a track. I'ma respect the love you give. Cause if it weren't for him, I'd be stuck in the ditch. He's the one that get me out of the shit. And now I'm giving it back. I'm coming home where I used to roam in the city of boats. Never lived with hope. Now I got the rope attached around my neck. The last second of breath, I heard a voice that said, my homie. I got a homie that I see as a brother. I got 10 homies that are out from the gutter. I got homies dedicated to me. The loyalist G's, a foil of weed, strictly for my homies. When I was younger, I used to fucking pray. I used to go to church every Sunday. For what reason did I do that shit? I got the spirit of a rock wheeler and the cash of a drug dealer. I'm a gangster, what I do first, stay alert. Listen to the words, I'ma make it hurt. As a nerd, on the come up, I blaze 10 blunt ups, run up, get the gun up, and clap it once. We soldiers, like in a told ya. Alcoholic kings on my poster, and the golden frame, I'ma hold ya. Got them tatted on my shoulder, loyal to my brother till it's over. I got a homie that I see as a brother. I got 10 homies that are out from the gutter. I got homies dedicated to me. The loyalist G's, a foil of weed, strictly for my homies. I reminiscing with my boys, trying to go back with the fact that my life's destroyed. I got a beat for the street and it's gangsta ass. To my peeps locked up, keep it gangsta ass.
Big shout outs to Jed Bright on the stream. Sam Peppercorn, how's it going? Amy Soulfire's rocking it out there. Big ups to everybody hanging out on our stream today. My name is Josh Triple F. You're listening to Paddock Radio. We're live to air from Frontier Cafe in Takeka and beaming live around the world. Big shout outs to all of our listeners tuning in again from shoutingfire.com. We go live to Shouting Fire every week, Sunday midday till 3 o'clock-ish New Zealand time. So that means that it's exactly midnight Saturday Central, so you know, Central European time, Zulu time if you're in America, and it's midday London, and it should be about 6 p.m. on the East Coast, so wherever you are, it's pretty much prime time. We got really lucky with the times that I picked for this one, because I think the Aussies are on at 3 in the morning. Poor buggers, they're about 8 hours after us, so hang around for that. We're off the air next week, actually. They're going live from Modifier in Texas, so you'll be able to hear from some more janky people that's live to air on Shouting Fire. Otherwise, we're just going to be hanging out on our stream. We're working on getting a more regular link up as well, so if you want to follow our progress on that, get along paddock.radio.tk or wordpress.paddock.radio.something. paddock.radio.tk is easiest. It's just a redirect. If it shows you any ads, then come complain to me and I will go and beat it. We've got lots of tunes being sent, and actually the email is going crazy, and let me know how it's sounding out there. We got a lot of people tuned in on the stream. How is your Paddock Radio experience today? I'm hoping that it's coming through sounding nice and clean and crisp. It was going a little crunchy earlier, which was a little bit wacky, but I think we might have fixed it. And with a little bit of fingers crossed, we're also going to be able to upload this to the Shouting Fire SoundCloud page. They've been gifted a SoundCloud Pro account, so if you like listening to things, you can head along to paddock.radio.tk. We'll have a link for that up as soon as it comes through. We got a new track from Jack Stone that we're going to hopefully play later on as well. And keep it coming in. Give us an email, paddock.radiolive@gmail.com. We're going to be online for the next 2 hours-ish. It's raining a little bit outside. It's kind of grey. Might go for a wander and get me something to nibble on, and maybe try and beat somebody up for some cigarettes. Thanks for the email, Karen McKay. Absolute legend there from Soul Kitchen. You guys, it was such a huge gig over the hill at the Apple Madness gig that was just epic. And thanks, Amy, sounding good over here. Nice. Well, we're going to drop you into some tunes, and this is one that literally just got off my email. It's only just finished downloading. It is a brand new one by a guy called Levi Sisiga. And this tune's called Mirror Man. This is brand new, never even heard it, just finished downloading, so have a listen.
From a nightmare, set under running water. The reflection I see made guilt out of me, out of the scene by the one from the nightmare. Staring in the corner, the devil I see made guilt out of me, out of the scene, so I live. friend. Never thought I could be different. Now I'm awake to see the difference. So I let go of the trouble, mirror man. I said I let go of the trouble, mirror man. Oh, I let go of the trouble, mirror man. So I let go of the trouble, mirror man.
Oh wow, what a massive tune. That was Mirror Man, brand new by Levi Sisalga. I think I got that right. My email's kind of crashing. But that's a gorgeous tune. That was just came off the email for us.
Driving us crazy and loving every minute of it.
You are listening to Paddock Radio on shoutingfire.com.
Shut your mouth about my Lucille.
This is Breaking Rules, brand new a couple of weeks ago for New Trick. This got emailed through to us about last month. So this is some friends of mine from Waiheke Island, Lee Catlin and Nikki Natai making these tunes. Massive shout outs to everybody hanging out on this cold and grey day today. It's a little bit rainy outside. We're all hiding inside the cafe here. There's more people turning up, dripping every day. We're going to have to put a bucket out the front door because people are just going to have to wring out their socks when they come in. The whole world outside's gone grey. So if you're hanging out in bed today, send us a message, paddockRadioLive@gmail.com. My name's Triple F. It's Paddock Radio Live to Air. Breaking Rules, new one from New Trick. Turn it up.
screen. All the possibilities I never knew. And I'm beginning to feel like I can go through this on my own. 'Cause the physical scars that I'd hide from view. And I tried to talk it through with you, but it was impossible. If you know what I mean. What was the best thing for you? I didn't have a clue. Living in a hole that you helped burrow. I know that you're not helpless. I never ever tried to hide you. Never tried to hide you. Never tried to hide you. I never could deny you. Never could deny you. Living in a hole. Living in a
I don't know what it is with people who send me their music, but there seems to be a trend of putting 10 seconds of dead air at the end of it. So you never know whether I'm going to cut them off or not. This is another brand new track. This just came to me from Cheshire Grim. I think these guys are up in Wellington, and I'm pretty sure I've seen them live. This is a brand new tune. It's called called Shadows. And then we got some more coming up from Manos Lindis and Jesse Jamal as well. If you want your music featured, get along to paddockradio.tk or email me at paddockradiolive@gmail.com. We've already played 3 brand new tracks that people have emailed to us while the show's been going. And Paddock Radio plays 100% submitted content. Everything we play has been sent to us by the artists. It was all emailed directly to us by somebody's bass player who said, hey, look, man, we've got this new music coming out. A lot of the stuff isn't signed. Half of it hasn't even been released. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that somebody just made and just left on a SoundCloud for 6 years. We're going to play some of that later on as well. And we also had something sent into us on a 4-track tape. So hopefully we're going to get a chance to play some of that later on as well. Once again, this is Cheshire Grim. The tune is called Shadows. It is pissing down outside today. It's just honking out there. So if you're running around, make sure you've got your little paddle boat on your back, and maybe, I don't know, maybe avoid leaving bed this morning. Just don't bother doing anything. I got this really cool patch that says do nothing forever, and I'm going to wear that proudly everywhere I go. I think it's got my name on it.
twisting and turning, climbing up the walls, twisting and turning, climbing up the walls.
Cheshire Grim tune was called Shadows, absolutely epic tune as well. That got emailed to us, I want to say 2 weeks ago, so it's pretty fresh. That's going to be up on our blog later on, as well as paddock.radio.tk. We got a bunch of listeners tuned in from all over the place, and my restream chat box tells me that we've got one listener tuned in on Twitch. If that's you sitting there watching, just jump into our comment section somewhere over there and tell us where you are. If you're tuned in on Twitch, if you're tuned in on YouTube, maybe you're even hanging out on Shouting Fire and you don't have a comment section, you can still get us on Paddock Radio Live at gmail.com. We got our email running right now. We've also got a Discord service running right now. I haven't really got anybody hanging out on the Discord chat today, but send us a message anyway, it's going to come through. You can also just email me your music like a couple of people have been doing, and we're going to play it live, pretty much. We'll just chuck it straight on as soon as it downloads. That's what that last person did, Levi Sisolga. I'm sorry, Levi, I'm going to say your name wrong so bad until you email me and send me a picture of how to say it, or somebody tried to send me a voice message. Not going to work today, sorry. This is another one that got emailed to us. Jesse Jamal. It's a Paddock Radio shout out, and then we've got Truth of Heart off the EP of the same name. We're going to roll straight into this one. And we're just getting a refresh happening on our old email there so we can see what's going on. Weird as shit in Auckland as well. Rough to hear that, money. And a big shout out to our YouTube watchers as well. YouTube's way better. If you're sitting there watching this on Facebook, then just go to one of our like YouTube or our Twitch stream. It's way better than Facebook because they suck. No, I better not say that. They're going to cut me off again. My name is Triple.
Yes, this is Jesse Jamal representing Moana Road Sound System. You are now in tune to the one and only Paddock Radio. Keep it locked. Oh.
South Island page from more. Truth of heart can't be conquered. And to this music, I'm just a sponsor, contributing what I bring, injecting like a bee sting, a melody to sing about ancestral heathen king. Intoxication of the poor, information can ensure the children to have more, got to have more.
Jesse Jamal and Capulet. Tune is called Truth of Heart, off the EP of the same name, emailed direct to us. This is another awesome tune from Manos Lindas. We started off with some of these guys' tracks as well. Tune's called JT River.
The damage is done, so I guess I believe it. The damage is done, so I guess I believe it. The damage is done, so I guess I believe it. The damage is done, so I guess I believe it.
That was a massive tune. A big shout outs to Bob, who's tuned in from California. Are you home, matey? That tune was Manos Lindas. The track is JT River. I think you can guess who it was a cover of, but Manos Lindas are an epic band from the Bay Area. They've sent me a whole bunch of their tunes. Before that was Jesse Jamal and Capulet, Truth of Heart. And just before that was Cheshire Grim with Shadows. That was real heavy. Before then was, of course, a new trick. That's something that somebody else has asked us about. Amy was on it as well. That's Neutrikk. It's Breaking Rules off their new EP. Just got emailed to us not long ago. And both of those bands, Manos Lindas, Jesse Jamal, and Neutrikk, are on our Paddock Radio blog, so you can get along to paddock.radio.tk. Check out our new artist blog, which is up there, and that's got links to all of their SoundClouds, their download links. They've got Spotify on there if they've emailed it to me, and you can get along there and figure out all about these epic artists that just keep sending me their music for some reason. I have no idea. And if you're tuned in at home as well, it's really cool having you along with us. It's a grey Sunday here in Takika at the top of the South Island, just hanging out down in the old cafe here. It's been a bit grey and quiet and wet outside. It was laying down by the river where the truck is because it's all cold and horrible and sucks. So I figured I'd just come up here and hang out, make some music, and talk some shit as well. We got some Sunvi coming up. I'm really hooked on Manos Lindas, actually. They're really cool. And there was a brand new one that got sent in. Two brand new ones, actually. One was from Orphan Snooze. It was just for my homies. And that was just epic. And there's another one. There's some death metal in here from Downfall of Humanity. And I've also got some Slightly Wired, which is a friend of mine. He made some old school hard housey sort of sounds and sent it through. So we're going to roll into some of that as well. We got a while to go. This, if you like trance, we might pick it up a little and get into some of the weirder stuff that's been sent in. I got all this stuff coming from Poland, I think it was, and it's like a whole psychedelic sort of genre. You really have to listen to it. We can get some Will Tobias as well. That's way further down in the list though, and I can't actually remember if I've been sent these tracks from Isaac Chambers. I think I might have actually stolen them. So maybe I better not play those ones. What do we got coming up next? We just played that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's pick it up. Here's some Cloud Dogs, and then we're going to get into some trance.
Kia ora y buenos dias.
Oh, yes. Restart that one. That's nice.
Kia ora y buenos dias. You're listening to Paddock Radio, Radio Auténtica de Nueva Zelanda.
Oh yeah, if you guys are trying to send me a private message on Facebook, it's not going to work. I can't run Chrome while I'm broadcasting. I just can't. Send me a message, like you can drop a comment on the stream to the side of one of the chat boxes here. You can either tune in on our Facebook feed, you can tune in on our Twitch feed, or you can tune in on YouTube. All of those links are available from our website, paddockradio.tk, but you cannot send me a private message, Bob. Sorry, because I can't run Chrome. Otherwise, it just does go. So, fuck Facebook. Give me an email.
Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck.
Feeling lucky?
I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck. I'm guided by a force much greater than luck. Than luck.
Two incredible, actually three incredible bangers in a row. First one, Neuro GL, Dust Dream, only released about 2 weeks ago. Good old Mr. Alexi Reynolds there on the old school trance. Haven't heard any good trance like that for a really long time. And then Slightly Wired, that was a song that was written about 6 years ago, and it's had about 42 plays on his SoundCloud so far. He's on our blog if you get along and check out paddock.radio.tk. You can send him some big ups. I don't know if he's still making music anymore, but he's only ever made those two. And this last one was Anushka K and Null Flux. The show's called Feeling Lucky, and that is the only track she's ever made, and it's the only track she's ever emailed to us. We're trying to make her email us some more, but I don't think they've got any more. Tony, you've got to give her a poke, mate. Tell her to send me some tunes. This is M2MYU, tune's called Moving. We've still got about an hour left in the show. If you want to get your music on here, give me an email, paddock.radio@gmail.com. Everything we play is sent in by you. Oh, and check it out. We've got our second Twitch subscriber. Thanks, Logan. If you're not subbed to our YouTube channel yet, we need 100 subscribers to change the URL. So if you're logged in on to YouTube, get along and follow us. Thanks. Big good morning to James Oliver. How are you doing, matey? And Alexis Bourgeois out there. Hey, bro, how's it going? It's a little bit grey outside. And what we're seeing from a lot of the comments on the stream and the emails is that there's a lot of hungover people out there this morning. So if you haven't moved out of bed yet and you're still just lying there wondering what made you mix those two things last night, and you utter the holy words, I'm never drinking gin again, then send us a Facebook picture of your face right now. Let us know how horrible you feel you're going to have all of our support. And lots of people, one of my favorite things actually is when people send me photos of my face, which people have been doing. Thanks so much. It's not embarrassing in the least. Seeing somebody tag me in a photo of my face on their TV. This is Rain, tune scored by Sunvi. Beautiful song.
Of Fisherman's Friend and a half ounce of Alabama Kush. That is nice. That is nice.
Randy! Jesus, Randy!
I know. Smoking pot right in front of a cop. Pretty sweet, huh?
This is a brand new song from a friend of mine who we've actually got one of their songs already on our playlist from before their voice sounded like this and from back when they're a different person entirely. This one goes out to Jack Stone. It's been a real pleasure to hang out with you, dude, and it's been real cool to know your journey so far. This goes out to your mum.
Come around here. It's been a while since I told you things I know that you won't hear. So
this goes out to your mum.
Sheltered each other. Now my prayers can save you. There's no simple answer. So
Oh, that was a cool tune. That was Jack.
Well, I'm making enough to be comfortable.
The tune was called Bleed. And this is one that we got emailed just recently. Now, Jack's only just changed, so it's real cool to have some of your new tunes. And we've had a very mysterious character just turn up in the cafe today. They're going to be. We've been discussing this over the last couple of days. There's some interesting things popping up in fields all over the place, and we're not too sure what they are, but they tend to be quite long, and the tops of them are a little bit blue. We've got an expert in the studio who might be able to tell us more about them.
Well, not an expert, but I know my place when it comes to the things now, as I would say. Yes.
What are we looking at, you know? I mean, there's been all sorts of theories forwarded that this has got something to do with aliens. It certainly makes a few people see aliens sometimes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've just been using them as a daily thing instead of pharmaceutical products. Much better. Much healthier, apparently also more healthier, cleaner, and better for you than weed, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking psilocybin today because we've just had one of the big frosts around in the Takaka area.
Yeah.
So, like, with the first frost in the South Island, you get to get some pretty cool, interesting mycelium growing up around the areas where you have white wood, especially. And not being too specific, but there are some relatively good areas around where we're based.
We can't give spots though, because then
everybody would turn up.
Everyone turns up, and
there wouldn't be spots anymore.
Yeah, but the stuff that is coming out at the moment is very good for you. It's healthy.
Yeah.
Very healthy for you. Surprisingly healthy for you. And you don't even want to have much. Like, I mean, people take it to have a trip, but I'd recommend if you're going to do a trip, you do 5 grams of shrooms and possibly fuck off somewhere by yourself.
Yes.
Chill in the fucking forest or something. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for like something to change the cognitive pattern of your brain each day, I recommend having about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's quite good. It's going to help you out more than it with fucking any of the stuff the doctors prescribe. I mean, the doctors prescribe the Valiums and all that, but doctors I've talked to is saying lorazepam. The lorazepams that get prescribed these days, people can't even get off the lorazepams. Counsellors won't even deal with people on lorazepam because lorazepam's that fucking bad, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've heard of lorazepam. I've never had to take it myself.
Well, it's good. It's fucking mean.
Yeah. And
apparently, shit's amazing.
Now, would you say it's the same like 1 or 2 in the morning? Is that dried or is that fresh?
What do you mean?
Like, I had about 5 fresh mushrooms the other day, and it fucked me up, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to calculate that one out, actually. Yeah. Seeing which works with which, and yeah, I'm very new to the whole mushroom thing. I mean, I'd actually been out, like, find them when I was young as well, like, probably around when I was 15, like, I was out in the hunts in Christchurch. Like, yeah, so in Christchurch I had a lot of mates picking them and shit like that. I wasn't a big proprietor of them back then because fucking, like, I had my first mushroom, and I constantly, every time when I took mushroom, I was taking heaps, and it just fuck you up.
Yeah.
Cognitively not good for you. I don't even know if I should use that word that much.
Yeah.
But cognitively not that fucking good for you. But, you know, you have a couple, and then boom, bro, like, you're off. And
it's like time traveling too, really, because, you know, you eat like 4 or 5 and then you wake up the next day. And you don't really know where the rest of that day went, but you can vaguely remember offending somebody. And rolling around in a park at some point, and then, I'm back in the van. What happened? I don't know.
The other night when we had a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was someone vaguely offending everyone. For the whole night. The whole night, bro. Like, constantly offended everyone.
Yeah,
well, to the point where the bro was like, fuck. Like,
you better fuck off, bro.
Remember Ollie? Ollie was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, we're going to get back into the tunes. Thank you, mystery caller. Is there anything, any really good spots that you need to keep an eye on? I know Christchurch is about to turn up.
Christchurch is always good for the all that sort of stuff, hey? But I wouldn't give spots out there because, people would be like, you fucking retard.
Yeah, fair enough. Go raid the North Island. It's everywhere up there.
No, I don't even like... the thing that differentiates the North and the South Island, I reckon, my personal belief is South Island's got the motherfucking trippers.
Yeah, that's because you can hide down here. The North Island, you can't drive anywhere without seeing 4 cops. We're going to get into some bangers. This is Frostbite and Lucid. I love this tune. This is a drum and bass track. We're going to blast this one, and we'll get back to you right after this. This is Paddock Radio.
They don't want to really bust this open, and I think it's going to be this kind of media, the people's media, the Facebooks, the websites that are going to really crack this. And I think that's where most of the interest is coming from in terms of public communication on issues like this.
And any final message for your supporters, Mr. Underwood?
Well, not just for my supporters, but for New Zealanders generally. If you value your security, if you value your safety, don't let John Key say, let's put it in the hands of the Americans. Let's keep it in our own hands and tell John Key, you fuck off, mate. On. Bust this open. On.
Well, I'm making enough to be comfortable.
Bust this open.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for your time.
Wasn't the drum and bass track that we were planning to play. This is Techno Prisoners, It's Bust This Open, and this has got some real weird samples in it.
I don't think that should be perceived as people really losing control.
It's very John Key versus
at times, things happen by the seconds.
The rest of New Zealand. And we've got a lot of political music on here as well. The Pakihachi sent me through absolutely just about everything they ever made. Have you heard of Vinnie Eastwood?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we used to hang out. I've got his fucking rap on here and shit. There's heaps of crazy stuff in there.
Vinnie Eastwood rap?
Yep, Mr. Vinnie Eastwood himself, Mr. News from back in the day. And there's heaps of old weird shit in there. It's an absolute shambles. It's a shambles. This is Techno Prisoners. This is the track I wanted to play. This is Frostbite, massive tune. Lucid and Ill Effects. Blast it up.
Vinnie Eastwood, do you know him, bro?
Yeah, bro, good guy.
rise and our tune growing. Abundance is recognized as abundance is gained. Gangly as it started, it ends as a prize. Jackpot, the whole lot pulls out on your lap. Jackpot, the whole lot pulls out on your lap. But only for a fortnight, then you're straight back to black. And all the accomplices will be given the sack with the uprising of the next Red Pack! Cancer will cancel the party! Cancer will cancel the
That's a whole lot of bashism from Mangle and Gruff. It's called Cancel. Cancer will cancel the party. It's we got about 20 minutes left on the show at the moment. If you haven't managed to email us yet, you can still send it through, and we'll possibly get it some point in this week. Give us an email, paddockradiolive@gmail.com. We're going to be playing your tunes. This is another one. This is one by Evil Mule, old school. It's called Ley Lines. I love this tune. And then we've got some more of the gypsy stuff, local tunes coming up, and then we're going to finish it off with probably something like the Angry Hippie song, because I like that one. If you're still hanging out on the stream, my name's Josh Triple F. This is Paddock Radio. How are you? We play 100% submitted music. So if you or your mates make music, give me an email, paddockradiolive@gmail.com, and we'll play your music. But you gotta own it, like, or at least have a mate that owns it. Don't just be like, hey, look, I've heard this song by Katy Perry. You should play it. I'll be like, fuck you. This is Ley Lines by Evil Mule. We got some Strangely Arousing in after that. It's about 20 to 3. Paddock Radio.
Intensified, open third eye, separated from the real life and spiritual weapons concealed tight like chakra. The core armor within the shadows when it gets darker. In fourth dimensions, I have perception, thoughts of endless capacity flowing through the fabric. Unstable tactics attached to form the inner package. Soul solid like collisions to combat some restructure. Shooting back up like Al-Aqsa. And undercover collected from up above us with the chance of a signal. A sign from the others, something official. Walking steps and tracks, eternity, leaving life, follow footsteps and come back. A purpose oblivious, time is of the essence, continuous, sensing the presence of the infamous. The rap rebels, furious, reaching high levels, mysterious like the waves in my temple. In the grips of divine merchants, trade information contained the brain for sublime purpose. Without the wop-wops, a pillow of rock under a willow. A quiet moment, feeling invincible on top of like the heavens of gods. A reawakening the secrets and clues from celestial teachers. The truth pops out within the vicious cycle. So when you drop your shit, you know it's coming back to bite you. I travel vast plutonical lands, above the clouds, up in the stars. I ponder, awaiting for the unexplained in the man X expansion. Rat combinational progress of the unplanned.
Ley lines travel the skies before my eyes on the
Time's only question and extinction. Now extinction won't stop us thinking, cause wisdom's not destroyed, only energy stored, transferred or more transformed. Your perception of a soul's just a drip in a void, probably pseudo, beyond the comprehension of humans. An afterlife best described in the vibe while shrooming. So who's losing, who's choosing, who's consuming, who's viewed the room, move through guru illusions, hallucinations, 40 days in the desert, and you're heading not even close to knowing where we're destined. In retrospective, our current culture needs correction. Ancient Mexicans and far superior religious visions, unlike crusading Christians invading and raping Muslims. Holiness represents peace, not military missions. Brian's Armageddon, yo, hang you in the street and have you tortured for all the vulnerable people you deceive for your fortune. Follow your own heart, decide inside you know, cause life revolves in cycles, emotions of highs and lows. I know that everything breaks down to frequencies, the scanties breaking down the purity, the thoughts perceive. Time is short indeed, maybe that's why your pen bleeds, vanishing with breathing trees, a dream of feeling free. Seeing ley lines spread with the skies before my eyes on the horizon, living hard to die. We was born to ride, that's why we try to survive in this line. We only moving forward in time. Seeing ley lines travel the skies before my eyes on the horizon, living hard to die. We was born to ride, that's why we trying to survive in this line. We only moving forward in time. Time is up to essence, above the clouds. Dream of feeling free. Time is up to essence, above the clouds. Time is up to essence, above the clouds, up in the stars. Dream of feeling free.
That tune was Ley Lines by Evil Mule. All the noises kicking off in the background. So this is probably going to be the last few tracks from us. Really, we got pretty lucky, you know, getting to hang out here for what short time we did. Big thanks to Genevieve as always. Cool to be hanging out here in the old front seat cafe there. But it looks like it's getting boring around the rest of the town, so everybody's getting pushed indoors by the rain and leaving it open because they love it being freezing inside. This is Strangely Rousing, tune's called To Kill a Kookaroo. After that, we got some Ron Valenti in the Hangry Hippie song, and then we're going to sign off. So it's been cool hanging out with you. Thanks so much. If you've sent your tunes through to us, Paddock Radio Live at gmail.com. You can also get to paddocksradio.tk and find all of our streams. This should be recorded if it's done what it's supposed to do. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sign off so people can make some noise and we don't have to take over the whole place anymore and shut our shit down, smoke some weed, maybe drink the beer that's in the backpack and relax. Because I've been doing this for 3 hours. My name's Triple F. It's been cool hanging out with you guys. This is Strangely Rousing.
Yeah, time's moved on and we're still here. Yeah, we're still in the fields. It's been scars since the last sun came to us with a deal. Got my seat picked out the back of the bus, and they looked so relieved. They look down like they're better than us, but they don't know enough to just leave us alone, son. There's no life living on the run, and find peace in a loaded gun. No going back when it's done. You're in the wrong place, the wrong time today. You're getting off light, boy, for your kind, and I'll give you the chance to turn away. So forget what I said. He struck a match head, so set it alight, boy, for your kind today. You stutter when you talk, boy. Yeah, he smiles through his teeth. An old dog with his old toys that I'll bring to his knees. If I had one less ounce of compassion, I'd lost just enough to be free.
Hey, big ups to Beckett Talkland.
Like he's better
I think we're shut down on Facebook by the looks of it, because we don't have any feed left, and everybody's making a shitload of noise in the back, so I'm just going to turn this off, because there's just no point in even running the microphone anymore. Thanks for joining us.
When it's done, yeah, you're in the wrong place, the wrong time today. You're getting off light, boy, for your kind, and I'll give you the chance to turn away. So forget what I said. He struck a match head, so set it alight, boy, for your kind today.
Kia ora y buenos dias. You're listening to Paddock Radio, Radio Auténtica de Nueva Zelanda.